Hello and good morning, it's Zoe here, and today I am going to share with you my top 3 tips for creating an hourglass figure. This is a common theme that comes into my inbox a lot. How can I create more shape in the hips, trim the waist, and build the upper body so we create the illusion or the appearance of an hourglass figure? Now, before we get going, of course, I just want to say that all bodies are beautiful, whether you've got a super strong athletic build, whether you're really tall or more petite, all bodies are, of course, absolutely beautiful. This is just a couple tips that I found really helpful with shaping my body, as well as tips that have helped thousands of women in our communities feel curvy, feminine, and in great shape, super strong too. And these are all tips that you can do right from the comfort of your own home. So as we're going along, make sure you say hi. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 tips as well as 3 exercises that I think you'll find really helpful. So comment below which exercise is your favorite, and let's go ahead and get into it. So tip number 1, when it comes to shaping an hourglass figure, is to focus on the big 3. And the big 3 is your shoulders, your core, and your hips and glutes. So when we focus on building shape and getting that nice curve in the shoulders, that helps to start the top of our hourglass. And then we work on tightening, toning, and cinching the core, which then of course brings the waist in. And then we work on movements that build and strengthen the hips and glutes, which then gives us more of the curve down here. So the hourglass has a lot to do with the upper body, which we often forget and neglect. A lot of us women tend to just focus on the lower body and the abs, and we leave our arms alone. But I'm here to say that your arms make all the difference when it comes to your overall physique and are very important. So today the exercises that I'm going to be sharing with you are using this Yoga Burn Total Body Sculpting Band, which is my favorite piece of equipment to use when it comes to shaping long, lean muscle. And the band is great because it's different than weights. It's totally portable. It's low impact on the body. It is really my favorite way to get noticeable changes within the body. So let's get into shoulders first. The first one that I'm going to show you with shoulders is really simple. We have the band right here around the wrists. Then we're going to bend the elbows at 90 degrees. So your arms are like an 11. And you're just going to press out into the band. So you're pressing out. You're moving your elbows and your wrists out at the same time. Now this is working this lateral deltoid. That is the side shoulder muscle. And we want to work that muscle because that muscle is what gives that little projection right out here at the shoulders, which starts the top of our hourglass shape. Perfect. So you could also add on and do like a press out, reach up. Ooh, that's a good one to really get those shoulders. Perfect. Now, the next one I'm going to share with you is for the glutes and is one of my favorites. So we're going to slide the band just up above the knees and come down onto the mat. Step your heels in nice and close to your hips. And then take your feet as wide apart as your shoulders. Turn your toes slightly out. Press the hands and arms down, and then use your glutes to lift and squeeze the hips. Little press out on the band, then lower down. So think lift and squeeze, tucking the pubic bone up, press out into the band and lower down. So it looks like this. Yes, and this is great for shaping the gluteus maximus, the biggest muscle in the glutes. But by having the band around the knees, it also involves the medius and the minimus, the little muscles at the upper and outer portion of the glutes, right here. And those are the ones that start the curve right at the top of the hips. So we want to focus on those gluteus medius and minimus. And like I said, using the band is a great way to get those muscles to activate. So that was exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 works all of the muscles in your big 3, your shoulders, your core and your glutes. So what you're gonna do is step on the band with your feet, and your feet are hip width distance apart. Then you're gonna walk out into a plank position. Great. And just pull the knees into the chest. So you're pulling the knee right in, working our shoulders, our core. And when you pull the knee in, really squeeze the supporting leg glute on that side. Plank mountain climbers. Such an effective one for really helping to pull in and flatten the belly, trimming the waist. So those are the 3 exercises, and of course those exercises using the band are out of my very, very special at-home 15-minute total body band routine that you can find at the link I placed for you around this video. And in that routine, we do movements that are specifically made for women, targeting the areas of the body that help us to build an hourglass shape right from home, and the band is what we use. So now that was my first tip. Focus on the big 3, shoulders, waist, hips. Now, tip number 2 is to use a band to create long, lean muscle. Here at Yoga Burn, we do what's called extension training. And extension training means we work the muscles in a lengthened position as well as in a shortened position. And what this does is it helps to create long, lean muscle rather than bulky muscle, especially if you're more petite or shorter like me. That means that quite often we can end up building more muscle that it gets us thicker where we don't really want to be, which is one of the main reasons why I love to work out with a band more than I do with weights. I just find that it gives me superior results, creates a long, lean shape within the body that's very feminine and also feels great. I mean, I love the way I feel after these workouts, and I know that many of you are writing in and saying how amazing you feel after using the band, getting a great sweat on, feeling strong, and seeing those noticeable changes even quicker. So using this band helps to accelerate our results more than just doing body weight movements, which is why it's great if you're the type of person who likes to see noticeable results and that motivates you. Then I would highly, highly suggest that you check out the 15-minute routine I've got for you at the link around this video. And now let's get into my 3rd and final tip when it comes to an hourglass figure, and that is to be consistent, because I know that when you are consistent, and we do 3 times a week minimum, that's when we see those noticeable changes, and that's when we get those results, when we're being consistent. I'm reading this book, Atomic Habits, right now, and it talks about don't break the chain, meaning the chain of when you've been doing something consistently. Don't break the chain. Try and keep up with it and keep going, because then it's cumulative. Your results keep coming each week, each workout. You're building, you're getting stronger. And at that link around this video, you'll find that the workouts there progress from week to week to week. They're different every single week so that your body doesn't hit a plateau. You keep getting those noticeable results. You feel stronger, you get stronger, and that's when we really start to not only look different, but feel different about ourselves too, right? We feel confident when we're strong. We notice different things about ourselves when we're taking care of ourselves and working hard. So that's why my final tip is to be consistent. Aim for 3 workouts a week, even if it's just 15 minutes. 3 times a week. I know that you can totally do that, especially if you're doing the right routine that gets you results, that feels good and is fun. It makes it so much easier to get that goal accomplished. So thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to interacting with you in the comments. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I can't wait to walk you through your first workout on the next page. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.